Hello student, today we will design a bounce mania game. The working of this game is shown on the screen. This game have 3 levels: easy, medium and hard. Here the ball is moved through the screen and whenever it touches to boundaries, it bounces back. Fine. Now start to design this game. To design this game, first we will open Mblock app, then click on plus sign. Then add the background here, raise background. Also delete the panda sprite. Now add a sprite here by paint. Type here the name of the game is Bounce Mania. Then resize it and set it on the screen. Fine, and save it. This is the name of the game. Now this game have 3 buttons. Add this button. I will choose this button here. Put a text here, easy. Resize it and save it. Delete this costume. There is no requirement of other costume. Now add another sprite. Also give the name here. Write the text medium. Fine. Then resize it and save it. Now again add another button, last one button. This is right here, hard, and then save it. Delete this costume. Also in there one. Okay, fine. Arrange them these button on the screen. Okay, fine. Now initially we want that these 3 buttons and name of the game should be present on the screen. For this, use the command when flag click, and initially we want to show it. Okay, fine. Start with name of the game. Put this command here and to show this. Okay, now go to easy button, sprite, and also show it. Okay, whenever we press this button, this sprite, this button should be hide from the screen. For this, go to event section. There is a command when this sprite is clicked and this button should be hide. Okay, And also here we define the three variables. Go to variable section, design a variable here, ball speed. For easy level, we set the value of ball speed is 1. Now design another variable, that is ball delay. Set this variable value for easy level is 20. Again go to variable section, make another variable, that is ball size increase. Ball size increase. For easy level, set its value to 1 and also choose ball size variable here. Okay, fine. Then make a copy of these set of command and put in medium sprite and also in hard sprite. Okay, when click and show. Okay, fine. Okay, for easy the variable have value 1, 20 and 1. For medium the variable's value is 2, 15 and 2. For hard level the ball speed is taken 3, delay is taken 10. Okay, 10 and ball size increased by 3. Fine, and then save it. Now we will add here a ball sprite. Click on plus sign, add a ball here. There is a ball sprite. Okay, fine. We want that initially the ball sprite should not be present on the screen. For this, when click, initially this sprite is not present on the screen. Hide this sprite. Okay, now check this program. To check this program, click on flag. The ball is hide initially, fine. Whenever we click on the any of the three button, look, I have clicked on the hard button, only hard button is deleted or hide on the screen. We want that all the three buttons should be hide whenever we press any one of the button. Okay, for this modify the code. First we go to bounce mania sprite. Here we have to put a condition, whenever I receive a message, the message is game start. Game start. This sprite should be hide. Put this, copy this and put all the three buttons. Okay, fine. And what is the condition, or when we receive game start message. We have also defined this condition here. The game start message is generate whenever we click on the 3 button. Okay, for this broadcast start game, put this condition or put this code here. Again ball and again. Fine. Now check the code. Click any one of the button. Look, ball is not present initially. Fine. And also there all the 3 buttons are disappear from the screen, and game name is also disappear on the screen. Now till that our programming is okay. Now again start, go to ball sprite. Now put a condition here, when I receive a message game start. Okay, what should happen? We want that large number of ball on the screen. For this we will create the clone of the ball. So go to control section, there is a command create clone of myself. Put this code here and then go to forever loop. Put a delay here. Here we want that the delay is differ for different variable. Here we have defined the ball delay. Put this ball delay inside wait statement, and then again go to control section, create clone of myself. Okay, fine. Now what happens when clone are created? When I start the clone, what should happen? The when clone are generated, the clone should be present on the screen at random position. For this, go to motion section. Here is a go to motion section. Here is a command go to random position. Put this command here, and another command point in direction. The let us consider that ball is pointed in any direction from 1 degree to 360 degree. For this, go to operator, put a random operator here and put value here 360 degree. Now also define the initial size of the ball. Go to look section, there is a command set size 100%. Yeah, find it. Okay, put this command here, and then here we want that the ball is appear on the screen with some effect. That means it start with blur and then become clear. Then ball is start with blur and then it become very clear. Look. Oh, fine. Here we have not. Okay, fine. Here ball is not shown on the screen. Then go to look section. Initially we have hide the ball, but we have not used the show command. Put this show command here. Now again. Look on the screen. the clone of the ball is start generating. Fine. Now we want here that the clone of the ball is generated with some color effect. For this, go to loop section. There is command set color. Also choose here cost effect. Its value is 100. This command indicate that initially the ball is disappear, and when the ghost effect have value 0, the ball is appear on the screen. Then go to control section, use repeat command here, repeat loop here. Also add a wait of 0.1 second and change the ghost effect. By value -10. Fine. Now again run the code. You can see on the screen that the ball is appear on the screen. Initially it blur and then it become clear. Slowly it become clear. Okay, fine. Now we want to add a motion in the ball. Use this command, move 10 steps here, and here we have also create a variable which define the speed of the ball. Put this variable here, and this command should be present inside the forever loop. Put it inside the forever loop. Now again run the program. Ball is moving but it's stuck at the corner or at the edge of the screen. To remove this, go to motion section. There is a command if on as and bounce. Use this command. Now check the code. Fine, stop this game. Okay, now here we want to add another condition that if ball is touched on the edge of the screen, we want that the size of the ball is also increased and there is a color there is added color effect also. For this, use put if then loop. Go to sensor section, put this command here. Whenever it touch to edge, edge, okay, fine. Whenever it touch to edge, the size of the ball is increase. Change the size. Here we have also designed a variable that define the ball size for different level. Also we want the add the color effect here. So there is a command change color effect, and also we want to increase the color effect by bold size. Okay, put this set of command after move bold speed code, then run the code. Look at the screen. When ball touch on the edge, its color is also changed and its size is also increased. Okay, fine. Now we want to add a stopping condition, that means game over condition here. Let us consider that the game is stopped whenever ball touch on the mouse pointer. For this, go to control section, use if then loop, go to sensor section. There is a command touch mouse pointer. Okay, here we want to generate a message, that is we want to broadcast a message that game over. New message, game over. Fine. Put inside the forever loop. Okay, fine. Now we want to add another sprite that indicate the game over. Paint, go to paint, plus sign, type text here, game over. Game over, and select this and this one also. Okay, fine, and save it. Now initially this game over text should not be present on the screen. For this, use this command, go to look section. There is a command, initially we want to hide here, hide this. Then when I receive a message that is game over, this text should be shown on the screen. For this, go to event section. When I receive game over message, look section, show this. Okay, fine. Now we want to add another sprite here. That is head gog. This one. Okay, and also this is optional. You want to add color here or not? I want to change the black color with purple. Fine. Now this sprite should not be present initially. Same step we will follow here. Look section, initially it is not present on the screen. Hide. Okay, whenever I receive a message, game over, it should be show. Game over, it should be show on the screen. Okay, fine. What should happen here? We want to generate a time variable that indicate how much time we have to stay in the game, or we have to continue to run the game. Go to variable section, make a variable here, time, which indicate the time taken by the player to play the game. Okay, when put a condition here or event here, when I receive a message game start, when I receive a message game start, that time reset the timer. We have to reset the timer that is present in the sensor section. Reset the timer. Okay, now use a forever loop. Set the timer value, set the timer variable value to timer. In the sensor section, there is a timer command that indicates the time. Okay, put there and you can see on the screen the game is start. Whenever you touch on the ball, that means pointer, ball touch the mouse pointer, the game is over. Okay, first you have to look at the screen, the timer variable. Focus on the timer variable. It is in decimal value. We want that the round of value. For this, go to operator section. There is a round. Okay, round command. Put this value inside here. Okay, fine. Now, when the game is when I receive the game over message, then all the sprite should be stopped. For this, go to control section, stop all, choose here other sprite, all other sprite are stopped. Then we have to wait for 1 second. After that, I want that on the screen there should be shown a message that you are lost, or also the time should be shown on the screen. For this, go to look section. There is a command say hello 2 second. Replace hello with you lost. Okay, fine. And also show the time. For this, used here a join command that is present on the operator. Put this inside here. We want to join the timer with speed. Timer variable in second. Fine. And also we want to limit the time of the game. We have limit the time at 100 seconds. For 100 seconds, we have to limit the time for 100 seconds. 100 seconds. For this, go to control section, use if then condition here. Put a greater than variable timer. If the timer have greater than value 100, then say we want to show a message on the screen that well done, you are awesome. You are awesome. Okay. Then stop all. Go to control section. There is a command stop all. Put this command here and then save it. Run the program. First, we have to remove all the variables except timer from the screen. So uncheck all the variables. Put this. Fine. Look, timer is increased. Whenever ball touch the pointer, game is over for 20 seconds. Okay. Now you have to notice that the clone of the ball is not deleted when we receive the message game is over. For this, modify the program. Go to ball and there is a add a command here, delete this clone. Okay, fine. Now again run the game. Okay, fine. You have lost 2 seconds. Okay, fine. Now we want to add another condition for game to game stop. Here we want to define that if the mouse pointer cross the boundary of the screen, game boundary of the screen, even this condition, the game should be stop or game should be over. For this, go to ball sprite, use if then loop here, use OR operator for OR operator. Okay. And this for OR operator. Now use equal operator. Put this equal operator here. Yes, this one also here. One more. Yes, one more. Fine. You know that on the screen the value of x at that point is minus 240, at that point plus 240, at that point y have value, at that point y have value plus 180 and there is minus 180. Put this condition. First you go to sensor section. There is a mouse x-axis and y-axis. Put x-axis, again x-axis here, y-axis, is here. Fine. Value of x-axis is left hand limit 2 minus 240, right hand limit plus 240, minus 180, down limit is minus 180, and up limit is plus 180. Okay, fine. Put this inside the if then statement and create duplicate here, put inside this one also inside. Okay, fine, and save it. Now start the game.